The Speaker chairs parliamentary debates and is the highest authority in the House of Commons. Mr Bercow was elected to the office in June, and in a rare public speech about parliamentary reform, he said he wanted more individualistic, assertive and opinionated MPs.
I have spent the clear majority of my time in Westminster on the backbenches, not least because every time anyone was kind enough to appoint me to the front bench, I managed to encounter an issue of principle and to resign from it. I'm also the first Speaker for some time to have been neither a Deputy Speaker nor a Minister. I think I have a reasonable understanding of the backbenchers' lot in life, and I appreciate that, to borrow from Gilbert and Sullivan, it is often not a happy one. The dissatisfaction that manifestly exists is hardly surprising. The backbench MP has, over several decades, perhaps even from before 1911, found himself marginalised in the House of Commons. Backbenchers become figures of real significance only when either the parliamentary numbers overall or on a contentious measure are so tight that literally every vote counts. At all other times, there must be many a backbencher who has felt akin to the soldiers at the Somme, turfed out of the trenches on the orders of distant masters to charge towards the enemy. The role of the backbencher as inquisitor in the chamber and as a legislator in his or her own right has undoubtedly diminished.
Mr Bercow said he was uncomfortable backbench MPs had no opportunity to question ministers who sit in the upper unelected chamber, the House of Lords.
We need MPs to be fearless champions of their electors and of their own interests in and through the chamber, as well as by post and in emails. We need the backbencher to move from the parliamentary version of the stalls to centre stage. If there is any one measurement by which I would want my time as Speaker to be assessed, it is that the backbench MP felt and emphatically was more significant in the House than he or she was before I had the incredible honour of being dragged to the chair. That is my personal agenda. I have already sought to introduce a number of changes in this respect, and I have announced some more which will be implemented very shortly.
The Speaker also said the recent row over the level of expenses claimed by some MPs have been very damaging for Parliament.
There is a sense of crisis about the standing and the purpose of the House of Commons, which extends beyond the immediate argument about how to organise a set of allowances. 2, all of the main party leaders, the leader of the House and her shadow, and those MPs outside of the main parties, are publicly committed to reform as never before. This is hugely welcome, and it presents a superb opportunity for serious and significant change. And in passing, I might say that, although of course they maintain a proper discretion, I know that we shall have the creative and enthusiastic assistance of the senior officers of the House. Third, the office of Speaker can now, I hope, be an advocate of and a catalyst for change. I am very fortunate, ladies and gentlemen, in being the first Speaker to be elected after an open campaign for the post, with formal manifestos, hustings and a secret ballot. In short, the basic infrastructure of a conventional democracy, and I regard that as an enormous asset for me and for those who come after me. It allows the Speaker to fulfil that vital umpire role with a more rounded view of it.
Mr Bercow says he wants to demystify Parliament's rituals and make it more accessible to ordinary voters.